Men always say they want a virgin. Okay, put a price on it. Because their idea of being romantic or I want a girlfriend, that is just to get access to you. So they do this with virgins as well. And then surrogacy over pregnancy. What does that mean? That means you should get paid to carry anything in your womb. Get paid for it, right? Just like again, back to being a virgin. Because you do have those women out there who is in their 20s, 30s, 40s, they're still virgins. Okay, cool. Put a price on it. Put a price on your virginity. Put a price on your womb. That's it. Because when you start to hear these men speak, they always double talk, right? They speak in double sentences. So this is why you have to always pay attention to what they're saying. They'll talk about women with degrees, but then they don't want to talk about elevating their own finances. They will talk about submission, right? And then talk about suffering. Women naturally submit when they're comfortable, when they're in a space where they're able to be free and be themselves. Because think about it. When it comes to being a homemaker, we all love it as women. We love to shop. We love to, decorate our homes. We love to bake and cook and have fun. This is what we do naturally. However, for a man, why would you do that for a man who's broken? He can't even provide. And then if you talk about the 50-50 conversation, is that woman able to have a work husband? Because if she have to get up and go to work and help with the bills, then that means that she needs another man. Because obviously you can't do it. And then when we talk about all of this wrapped up in one, then when we talk about cheating, right? Y'all want to say that if a woman is married to a man, she needs to submit herself and give herself to her man, even sexually, even when she don't want to, because that's her duty. Well, you need to pay her for it. Because when I think about a wife and a husband, a wife ain't nothing but a high class whore with more responsibilities. And a high class husband ain't nothing but a husband ain't nothing but a high class pimp or a trick. So, you know what I mean? It's like y'all gotta work it out. You speak down on certain things, but yet you participate in it. And you just switch the labels. That's all you're doing. And people like me who's on the outside, we can see that. That's why we talk about these things on the outside. Meaning we're not fully, involved in the conversations, but we see what's going on. And then when we come up and say like, hey, well, you know what, this is this and this is that, it's just a different level. No, no, no. It's the same thing when I think about, you have a wife and she's pregnant. The husband believed that he should get a pass because, of course, the wife is going to be focused on the safety of herself and her child, right? That's growing inside of her. Medical appointments and, resting and taking care of herself, which he should be participating in as well. But no, he's thinking about having sex, getting a pass, because he so desperately need attention. But ladies, this is what y'all continue to deal with. Now, if you're going to sign up for this, if you're going to deal with these men, this is what you have to look forward to. Now, I would say that you need to have things set in place that's going to help you benefit the most. Oh, one more thing. The whole prenup conversation, and I'm just, again, all of these conversations that's going on. The whole prenup conversation, ladies, this is why you have your own money. You never tell a man how much money you have. There's another conversation too that's going on. When men are talking about, let me remember how women basically need to give themselves fully. So let's say if you don't have any children, mm, let's say if you're a single woman, they still believe I should have access to you, right? I should have access to you. I should give you more responsibilities to do. I should um, have you help me. So they're going to come after women who is just going to say, you know what, I don't want to have any children. I decided to be single. They're going to still come after you and be like, well, I want to still marry you. You know, we don't have to have any kids, but we can still work together. When in actuality, it's like, no.